The team from Xerberus have brought out a brand new product called Siren. This is amazing. This is a product that will help people recover their funds if they've been stolen, if they got scammed, if they're participating in a giveaway scam, any of those things. They collect all this data from people that have reported the scam, and hopefully they can do a class action against that particular scammer and bring them to justice, and hopefully even recover some of those funds. Let's get into this one here.
Yeah, gotta do it like that. You've been listening to the Learn Cardano podcast.
I'm Peter Buey, guys. If this is your first time here, please consider giving me that thumbs up, subscribe, notification bell. I help you guys be kept up to date with everything that's happening in the Cardano ecosystem and highlight some of these awesome tools that will help you in your DeFi journey and your crypto journey. And this one here is amazing. So Xerberus put this out literally after I did all these scam videos and talking and highlighting these Cardano live ones. Speaking of which, they're still repeating themselves. If you see them, please report them. They do get taken down. I've reported several this week and they get taken down. Just makes it a lot harder for the scammers and maybe they'll move to other scams. But anyway, so the Siren product here allows you to have these visual graphs that you can see where the funds are going and what's happening to them. This is the starting point here on the left, and you can see the funds being split off and moving out to different wallets in the ecosystem. And this is one that a particular crypto person, what was his name? Zark XBT. So he does a lot of these investigations to try and find where the scams are going, where the scam stolen funds are going. And it takes a lot of time, effort, and work to actually do this. But the team have made this automated as much as possible. Now, this is a platform here and it's really easy to use. All you have to do is connect your Cardano wallet. And now this is a really important fact. If you are the victim of the scam, you're the one that needs to report this. That way, you need to connect your Cardano wallet that the tokens were stolen from, and then go through this process and then identify the type of scam that it was and give as much detail as possible. Now, with a lot of these cases, the lawyers that go through and try and process this one, their fees are quite high. In the video, they said it's around $25,000 at least to pursue these cases. And for a lot of people, they may have only lost out maybe 5,000, 10,000 ADA worth of tokens, and that's not worth that much, and it's not worth pursuing. But collectively, if everyone that's got scammed by a particular scammer collectively puts their reports together, the team are able to put in a class action against that scammer and collectively chase after them. So the scammer may have gotten away with millions of ADA. And in that case, it is worthwhile for the lawyer to pursue and find and then have this report that the Xerberus team are putting together to help them in their case to bring them to justice and then hopefully return the funds to you. So all you need to do is put in your wallet address here, put in your username, the type of scam that you were a victim of. They have lots of different types here. So make sure you give them as much detail as possible here too. Select the type of asset that was stolen. A lot of times it may be your entire wallet that got stolen, and you will probably have to put in a different report for each one of those assets that is stolen at the moment. They did mention that some of these scammers do take the tokens, might be ADA, trade it to USD, trade it back to ADA and mix things up. But they're able to track that and monitor and see where all the funds are going. So please make sure you put in as much detail as possible there. There's also got the region that you're from, so US, UK, and Europe at the moment. Then you need to put in a case label, and then if you want legal support around this as well. So you may be needing to put in some contact details so that the team can contact you in case this scam is quite large. They can start the legal processes for you. Now, Xerberus and the lawyers don't charge for any of this. This is a free service, and you'll end up with one of these charts here where you can actually see where the stolen funds have gone. But they make money if there's enough reports from the ecosystem so that they can pursue it, and then they take a fee off the top of the recovered funds. So hopefully people don't need to use the service, but this is a fantastic tool out there so that if anyone does get their funds stolen, if you do lose something and there's a big scam going on, another giveaway scam thing, you can use their platform to hopefully recover those funds. Let's have a quick listen to what Noah says about the platform.
Siren looks, given a node, a specific node, it looks at the relationships of that wallet or that node, excuse me for using the word node, that wallet, in relation to the connected wallets it has around it. And then what is the relationship to those wallets that are connected around it? These are very synchronous and the same type of ideas of things like the PageRank algorithm, breadth first search algorithms. It's just a very specific one that looks exactly what we're looking for on chain, which is connections of monies and flows of money. Where did you get your money from, and where did your money go to? This system also, it has a little bit of a couple filters and things to like, so it doesn't currently right now it's not tracking through sexes just because it's just a processing. It takes a lot of processing power to do that. But what it does is once it hits these very, very large unobtainably like it's hard to understand where what money went from out of that, it then starts to take statistics and say, okay, where did the money flow from there?
So guys, I'll put links to the full video down below so that you guys can listen to that entire interview. It's very interesting to see what the guys have done here. If you haven't checked out what Xerberus do, they do a lot of things for the Cardano ecosystem. They did that Ardana report where they looked at what the funds were spent on. So Ardana was one of those big projects in the Cardano ecosystem. They raised like $9 million and they went bust, and they did a full expose and dug deep into what had happened to those funds. So they're a very experienced team in forensic research on chain. So absolutely love what the team are doing here, and you can use a lot of their tools to deep dive and dig into various projects to see what the projects are doing too. Sometimes when you see a new project launch out of nowhere, you're kind of wondering where they're getting all these funds on, who are they? They're all anonymous. Xerberus jump into their Discord servers and dig deep into those projects to find out what they're doing, what they're up to, and to protect you, the Cardano community, from potential rug pulls and scams. All right. If you like this video, if you like this tool, please do check it out. Give the team support. They have an NFT to unlock some pro features within their platform as well. Really, really cool stuff. I'm a holder of one of those NFTs. I absolutely love and really want to support their development and everything they do. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and click on that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Now, I do these videos on a regular basis to keep you guys up to date with everything that's happening. I do all these interviews and I don't get paid for any of this. All my revenue primarily comes from the YouTube ads and sale of NFTs. So if you want to support the channel, you can become a channel member. You can have a look here. These are all my fantastic channel members at the moment. You can subscribe if you have the means to do so, and it's just the price of a cup of coffee. So I've kept it as low as possible. So if you do have the means, if you do want to support, you can do so that way, and it keeps me going, keeps me motivated, and keeps me producing these videos for you guys. If you can't afford that, that's totally fine. You don't need to. Don't feel guilty that you can't, but if you can, at least hit that like and subscribe button. It helps with the algorithm and it helps me get these videos out there for the community.
Yeah, gotta do it like that. You've been listening to the Learn Cardano podcast. Gotta get it hype. Crypto is what we like, but this is not investment or financial advice. Gotta do your research, cause it's risky. We know it is. This show is educational and it's informative. Crypto's the future, really, it ain't no debate.